not the cemetery, I want to be clear about that. I go, I keep it tidy, I put the flowers out in June. But you're not there and we both know it. Standing there is work and I always come home worse than when I left. It's the Ace Hardware on 3rd aisle 6, the bin of washers where you'd stand there sorting through them with your reading glasses down, taking 20 minutes over 40 cents of hardware. And I'd be so impatient and I would give my hands to have it back. That's where your memory sleeps. Not under stone, not under grass. It's aisle 6, it's the passenger seat. It's a certain kind of laugh from somebody walking past. It doesn't come when I go looking, and it won't come when I need it. Just lives out in the world somewhere, and it wakes up when it wants to. That's where your memory sleeps. First year I went hunting for you, drove to every place we'd been. Sat in the parking lot at the lake, sat in the church, sat in the yard. And I got nothing, not a flicker, just a widower in a car. And I thought, it's gone, he's gone, I've lost the last of him. Then in March I bought a bag of oranges at the Kroger, and the woman at the register had your exact same thumbnails, short and square and tobacco stained. And I had to put my hand out on the counter, on the belt, and just breathe. That's where your memory sleeps. Not under stone, not under grass. It's aisle 6, it's the passenger seat. It's a certain kind of laugh from somebody walking past. It doesn't come when I go looking, and it won't come when I need it. Just lives out in the world somewhere, and it wakes up when it wants to. That's where your memory sleeps.
Our daughter says it's random, she's a scientist, God bless her. She says it's just associative, it's neurons, it's a pattern. And I said, honey, I don't care what it dissed me. I care that it cap and sings, I care that he still turns up. 41 years with a man, you don't get to keep the whole of him. You get scraps and you get ambushes, and you get little unearned mornings where the lights on the kitchen floor the way it was in '86. He's right there. He's right there. About 4 seconds. And then he's not.
That's where your memory sleeps. All over this whole ordinary town, in the hardware and the produce, and a stranger's hands and a certain sound. And I've stopped going out to find you, and I've started letting you find me. And if darling love is better, you come around more when I'm not breathing.
That's where your memory sleeps. Somewhere in the middle of my Tuesday, somewhere I'd have never thought to look. Wake me up whenever, honey, I'll be here, I'll be here.
Aisle 6, the bin of washers. I go once a month and I don't buy anything. I just stand there with my hand in the bin, sorting through the cold little rings, taking 20 minutes, taking all the time in the world, taking all the time. The porch light flickers like it's tired of staying on. Crickets sing the same old half-forgotten song. There's a bottle on the table, half is still inside, and your shadow in the doorway that won't say goodbye. I hear your boots in the gravel, though I know it's just the wind. Every night I lose you, every dawn you're gone again. This house still holds your echo like a low and lonesome cry, rocking me to sleep with a whiskey river lullaby. Oh, sing me slow, like the river where the broken things go. Carry my heart where the hurt runs dry, down that whiskey river lullaby. Let it wash these memories clean, all the what ifs in between, till I can close my eyes at night and I see you in the light. Your jacket's on the chair where you left it last July. Still smells like smoking rain and one last goodbye. I tried to pack it up but my hands just wouldn't move. Guessing things we lose are the things we never lose. The silence cuts deeper than your leaving never did. Every quiet corner knows the life we almost lived. And I pour another memory just to let it slide down that slow and burning whiskey river lullaby. Oh, sing me slow, like the river where the broken things go. Carry my heart where the hurt runs dry, down that whiskey river lullaby. Let it wash these memories clean, all the what ifs in between, till I can close my eyes at night and not see you in the light. If love's a flame, then I still glow. 5:40 in November, and the light comes through the kitchen. That exact amber, that exact low burn across the counter. And I know what it is, and I know what it looks like, and I know it's been 4 years, and I still have to sit down. That's the hour. That was always gonna be the hour. Now midnight or midnight's easy. Midnight you can sleep through. It's the gold coming in sideways at the end of a long day, when a man used to reach up in the cabinet and say, well, there it is, a whiskey-colored sun coming through the window like a hand. Same shade in the glass I used to pour, same shade on the floor where I'd end up. And I don't drink it anymore, but I never stop seeing it. Whiskey-colored sun, whiskey-colored sun. My daughter was 11 the last time, that's the mercy in it. 11's young enough that most of it went by her, but she remembers one night at the driveway, the yell in the neighbor row, and she brought it up at 24, real gentle over lunch, and she said, not saying it to hurt you. And I said, I know you're not. And she said, I'm saying it because you never talk about it, and I want you to know I'm not scared of it. I want you to be able to. And I sat in that restaurant and I could not get a word out for a while. Whiskey-colored sun coming through the window like a hand. Same shade in the glass I used to pour, same shade on the floor where I'd end up. And I don't drink it anymore, but I never stop seeing it. Whiskey-colored sun, whiskey-colored sun. Here's what nobody tells you about the getting sober part. Everybody claps for a year and then they go on living, and you're still standing in a kitchen every single afternoon at 5:40 doing the whole thing over by yourself forever. There's no medal in the 10,000 times, there's no one there to see it, just a man in your mind who said out loud, not today, and then makes a pot of coffee like it's nothing, like it's easy. And it isn't, it has never once been easy. And that's fine, that's fine, that's the actual deal. Whiskey-colored sun, it's gonna come through every fall. The angle doesn't change for me, and the light doesn't know me at all. So I've learned to let it in, and I've learned to say hello. There you are, I see you. No, thank you. Night day, whiskey-colored sun. 4 years and about 11 days, and a daughter who calls on Sundays, and a life I didn't think they'd let me have. 5:40 amber on the counter. Cabinet's got coffee filters in it now. I stand there for a second every time. I say it to the light like an old friend I don't drink with anymore. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Good night.
Headphones on, the lights down low. City breathing soft and slow. Your voice slips into my ears, closer than it's been in years. Left side says you miss my name, right side plays it back again. Soft distortion, velvet tone, makes my empty room feel home. Every word in double time, like your heart is next to mine. You're a whisper in stereo, floating through my mind. Left and right, you echo, like we're perfectly aligned, even miles away. I feel you near and clear, wrapped around my lonely, like a whisper in stereo. Late night track you sent to me, said to play this when you can't sleep. I let it loop 100 times, your laughter tucked between the lines. Static like a summer rain, tiny pulses in my brain. Every breath you softly take feels too real to fake. Don't touch, no silhouette, but I feel you in my chest. You're a whisper in stereo, spinning in the dark. Two channels of a fragile glow, lighting up my heart. Even if the signal bends and fades into the air, you're everywhere. Whisper in stereo. Maybe love's just frequencies passing through the night, finding us in hidden keys under dim blue light. If I close my eyes just right, you're not out of sight. Whisper in stereo, don't fade away. Stay in both my ears till the break of day. If this is how we hold on across the undertow, keep you on repeat. My whisper in stereo. Headphones off, the room goes still. But I hear you lingering still, soft and low, a whisper in stereo.
She picked him from the ditch on 9 while I was checking the oil. Chicory Queen Anne's lace and something orange I couldn't name. Laid him on the dashboard where the vinyl split and curling said, there, now it's a nice truck. She laughed and God, she meant it. We had $400 and a transmission on its way out, and a wedding at the courthouse with her mother's borrowed ring. She made that cab a garden every time we crossed a county, and I never once said thank you, cause I thought we had the time. Wildflowers on the dashboard, dried up brown by Wednesday, gone to dust in the defroster vent. And she just picked some more on the way home. That was her whole entire way of being in the world. Free things given freely and replaced. Wildflowers on the dashboard, and I still got the truck. And I still got the truck. 31 years of it, every summer, every ditch. Kids in the backseat holding fistfuls out the window. Even when we had the money, even when we had the Buick, she'd take the truck in June, just so the flowers had a place. And when she got sick the second time and couldn't walk the shoulder, I'd pull over, leave her sitting, go down in the weeds myself. Come back up with a mess of them, all wrong, all stems, no eye for it. She'd say, perfect, perfect, you've always had the touch. Wildflowers on the dashboard, dried up brown by Wednesday, gone to dust in the defroster vent. She just picked some more on the way home. Her whole entire way of being in the world. Free things given freely and replaced. Wildflowers on the dashboard, and I still got the truck. And I still got the truck. Sandler's plastic sleeve with a store-bought car that works. I got about a mile from the gate, and I pulled off on the shoulder, and I sat there on the gravel with the flashers going, feeling like a fool. Then I got out, 68 years old, down in the ditch on 9, bad knees in the shingle, cutting my hands on the stems. And I filled up both my arms, and I left the store ones on the seat, and I brought her what was free. Wildflowers on the dashboard, all the way out to the stone. Windows down and the whole cab smelling like every good year that I've known. And I laid them out across the granite, they'll be round by Wednesday too. I'll come back Thursday morning, and I'll pick her some more, I'll pick her some more. That's the promise I can keep. Free things given freely every week, every week. Split vinyl, cracked wheel, 90,000 more to go. Ditch on 9, second week of June, and the orange one's coming in. There, now it's a nice truck. Yeah, honey? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Window seat, one away. Clouds like folded paper planes. City shrinking out of sight. Silver morning, fragile light. Head against the humming glass, watching all the highways pass. I trace her name into the sky with a quiet sigh. Seatbelt sign and coffee steam floating somewhere in between. In my window seat dreams, you're still next to me, saying we'll chase brighter things across every sea, above the noise, above the doubt, where nothing pulls us down. It's just you and me in my window seat dreams. Flight attendant smiles and moves like she's got nothing to lose. I close my eyes and see your face in every cloud I trace. You said you'd meet me anywhere if love could learn to share the distance rights and longer lines across these skies of mine. trees. We never say goodbye. We just rise above the seams of every low goodbye. No turbulence, no in between, just endless shades of blue, where I'm still holding you in my window seat dreams. Maybe when the wheels touch ground, reality comes back around, with its crowded streets and noise and fragile borrowed joys. But somewhere in that open air, you're always there. Window seat dreams, stay with me in that quiet altitude where love feels free, even if we land apart in different seas. I'll keep you safe in my window seat dreams. Cabin lights begin to dim, city rising back again, but somewhere high above it seems we're still flying. Gray wool socks on my cold wooden floor. You don't knock on my apartment door anymore. Steaming mug of chamomile tea, tasting all the things you said to me. Blanket pulled up tight around my chin. Where does the memory end and the cold begin? Love like chords drifting down the hall, shadows stretching long against the wall. Here I go again, spin around the bend, wrapped in wool socks and what ifs tonight. Fading slow under amber light, asking the ceiling where it all went wrong. Singing the lines to a bittersweet song. Yeah, my feet are warm, but my chest is cold. Another little story, getting old, just a loop of wool socks. And what if you knitted me a pair back in November? Told me it's a month I'll always remember. Now the threads are fraying at the heel, just like everything we thought was real. I trace the stitches with a trembling hand, trying to figure out where we didn't land. Vinyl spinning slow, dust motes in the air, looking at the empty second chair. Here I go again, diving in the deep, wrapped in wool socks and what ifs tonight. Faded slow under amber light, asking the ceiling where it all went wrong. Singing the lines to a bittersweet song. Yeah, my feet are warm, but my chest is cold. Another little story, getting old, just a loop of wool socks. And what if I stay? What if I just swallowed all our foolish pride? Questions burn a hole under the quiet space, leaving nothing here except your empty place. Leaving nothing here except the ghosts of what we were. Just a loop of wool socks. And the what ifs, stepping softly on the floor, slightly out of tune, electric piano wallpapers, and the sound of quiet rain fading into silence. A flood of you.
There's a photograph nailed up in the tack room of the barn, 1950-something. 4 men and a team of Belgians. And the sun's been on it 60 years through that west-facing window. And now it's mostly nothing, just a wash of pale and gone. You can still make out the horses, everything else is left. My great-uncle's face is a smudge, my grandfather's a coat. And I've thought about moving in 100 times and I never do, cause the fading is the story now, as much as they ever were. Worn thin by the weather, it's the finish on everything out here, the barn boards and the fence, and the men and the women and the years. Nothing here goes suddenly, nothing here goes loud, just stands out in the open till the colors coming out, worn thin by the weather. My mother's hands went first, then the way she said my name, then the year, then the season, then the difference between us. And it happened so slow that I couldn't find a date agreed on. Just 100 small subtractions and a woman going pale. People say at least you had time, and I know what they mean, but nobody warned you that a long goodbye is still a goodbye. It's just cut into pieces, small enough to swallow. Every Sunday for 9 years, a little less of her to see. Worn thin by the weather, it's the finish on everything out here. The barn doors and the fence line and the men and the women and the years. Nothing here goes suddenly, nothing here goes loud. It stands out in the open, so the colors coming out. Worn thin by the weather, but here's the thing I've noticed, and it took me long enough. That old photograph is softer Dean now than the day they hung it up. No hard edges left in it, no glare, no sharp black line, just a warm and open, nothing will take whatever you bring. And my mother at the end, when the most of her was gone, was the gentlest she had ever been in 87 years. All the sharpness weathered off her, all the judgment, all the grip up. And she'd hold my hand and say, aren't you nice, aren't you nice? When she didn't know my name, she was kinder than she'd ever been. I don't know what to do with that, but I know that it was true. One thin by the weather, same as the barn, same as the men, same as the shirts, same as song, same as everybody I have ever loved and lost. Amen. And I'm out here going pale myself, 59 sitting in, and I hope when I get faded I'll be somebody who keeps me on the wall. Worn thin by the weather, don't move me out of the light. Let me go soft in the window, let me go soft and bright. 4 men and a team of Belgians, 1950 something, almost nothing left of it. And I look at it every morning and I say good morning to a smudge and a coat and 2 good horses. Still pulling, still pulling.
Worn out sneakers by the door, laces dragging on the floor, scuffed up from those summer streets, running wild on restless feet. You said let's just see how far we can go without a car. So we walked till sunset bled, pink and gold above our heads. Every crack along the way knew the games we used to play. In our worn out sneakers, chasing fading lights, laughing like we had forever in those quiet nights. No map, no plan, just you and me, believers in love that felt brand new. In worn out sneakers, sidewalk chalk and corner stores, cheap guitars and open doors. You'd spin me around in parking lots like we were something time forgot. Blisters forming on our heels, never said how scared we'd feel of growing up too fast, or if this would last. But every step we took in stride felt like you were by my side. In our worn out sneakers, dancing in the rain, soaking through our careless hearts, washing off the pain. No fear of falling, just dreamers and believers, leaving little echoes in worn out sneakers. Now they're tucked beneath my bed, threads undone and colors dead. But when I hold them I still see all the roads you walked with me. Maybe love's not meant to stay, maybe it just finds a way to leave its shape behind, in rubber and in time. Worn out sneakers, take me back to every crack we slipped between, to every hope we didn't light in luck. When life was simple and 17, the miles we tried in worn out sneakers.
canvas brown third hook, the one closest to the frame. Been there since October and this is the second one. And everybody who comes in this house sees it and decides real quick. In about a second, I say a single word. My sister nearly didn't love that 4 words out. Mom, don't you think it's time? And then she saw my face. And she went and put the kettle on and we talked about her knee. And I've never loved her more than in that stop in your coat beside the door. It's not a shrine, I promise you. I'm not lighting candles, I'm not talking to it. I just haven't got a reason to move a coat. It's not doing anybody harm, it's not costing me a thing. Your coat beside the door, your coat beside the door. Here's what it actually is, if anybody wants the truth. It's the last thing your hands did without knowing they were last. You came in from the burn pile and you hung it up on Thursday. And on Saturday you were in an ambulance, and that was the whole of it. Every other thing in here I've touched since. Every dish, every drawer. I've reorganized the closet and I've cleaned out the whole shed. That's pretty sure if needs a little bit of security, it's starting to go beside the door. It's not a shrine, I promise you. I'm not lighting candles, I'm not talking to it. I just haven't got a reason to move a coat. It's not doing anybody harm, it's not costing me a thing. Your coat beside the door. Your coat beside the door. Your coat beside the door. Then last week it got colder, real cold, the kind that means it air. And the neighbor boy came on and told me what I was wearing. I'm wearing no sense. Standing in my kitchen going blue and pretending he was fine. And I looked at him, and I looked at that, and I looked at that. And it took about 4 seconds. And I said, take that one, third hook, it'll fit you. It's a good coat, it's warm, don't you dare bring it back. And he said, mister, I can. I said, good, you're gonna get going. So he put it on and it fit him like it was made. And he went out in my yard in your coat and wrapped my pipes. And I watched him out the window, moving around in your shoulders. And it did not kill me, it did not kill me. It was the first warm thing in 14 months. Your coat beside the door. Third hook's empty now, and I look at it about 9 times a day. And it's alright, it's actually alright. Cause there's a boy on this road in Kentucky going to school warm all winter in a canvas coat that used to be the best man that I knew. Your coat beside the door. It went out the door where a coat's supposed to go, where you'd have sent it years ago. Saw him at the mailbox Tuesday, cuffs already frayed on him. He waved big both arms like a kid. And I stood there in my driveway with my hand up and my whole chest hurting and the sun out. You cute. January is the sound of the furnace coming on at 4. Cause you always got up first and turned it up before I woke. And I do it now myself, and it's the same click and the same hum. And that's you, that's January, that's your name in the cold. April, it's the mud on the back step and the tulips you put in, coming up crooked in a line only you would call a line. 14 years and they still come, and I've never had to plant one. And I go out there in the wet and say, well, look at you, look at us. Your name in every season. There's no month I get to skip, no stretch of the calendar where you loosen up your grip. It used to be an ambush, now it's more like a bell, ringing quarterly and gentle, saying still here, doing well. Your name in every season. August is the hardest, I don't know why I've stopped asking. Something in the light going long across the kitchen floor, or the fair out at the fairgrounds, and the smell of it downtown, and the way you'd get impatient by the 3rd day of the year. And October's when you left, so of course October. But it's not the date that does it, it's the burning leaves and cold. It's putting on the good coat for the first time in the pocket, having something of yours in it still after all this time. Your name in every season. There's no month I get to skip, no stretch of the calendar where you loosen up your grip. It used to be an ambush, now it's more like a bell, ringing quarterly and gentle, saying still here, doing well. Your name in every season. My son got married in June, it was a hard one to plan, everybody tiptoeing around the edge, sharing the toast. Now I gotta throw in my notes and got about 4 words out and never stop. The whole room went so quiet and so kind, and then his wife, I never met you, just known him about 3 years. Said, tell us what she'd have said, just that, you don't have to do a speech. And God, that opened something. And I said, she'd have said, eat something. And that dress is too much money, and I've never been so happy in my life. And everybody around me was you, it was completely you. You were at the wedding after all, no stretch of the calendar. And I quit writing and I quit, I don't brace for the calendar. I just walk on into it, furnace in the winter, tulips in the spring. Long line the summer, good coat in the fall, 12 months for a woman who's been gone and never gone it. All your name in every season, say it, let it ring. There's worse things than a year, it's got you in everything. It's December now, snow on the tulip bed, furnace clicking on it for it, I'm awake to hear it. 14 years. Good morning, love. Good morning, love. See you in April.